Assalamu alaikum. Here's my equation against those Quranist people who say the only authentic source for the Muslims is the Quran and any other source is doubtful. So we don't need anything except the Quran. Now, you know that this is doubtful against the Quran. Why? Because we believe that the Quran is perfect. But the Quran did not tell us about the details of the prayer. What to say when we stand up, what we say when we bow down, when we prostrate, how many rak'ah, why we recite publicly in the night prayers, Maghrib, Isha, Fajr. Why don't we recite publicly at the daytime, Dhuhr and Asr, etc. So all of these details are not mentioned in the Quran. So we are in great need for those details. So either you have to admit that Allah set for us another authentic source, or Allah's management for our issues and our needs, Allah's affair, is not perfect because He left for us an authentic source to know about all details of worship. So take this. Either the Quran is not perfect, there are details that are needed to be in the Quran because it's the only source. Or we have to accuse God Almighty that His wisdom, there is a lack of management in His wisdom. His management is not perfect. Why He set for us a sunnah that is not authentic? So this will be bringing the doubt against the Quran itself, while you're claiming that you want to keep yourself away from any doubtful issue. So let's take the Quran only. So there is a need that the source of your worship should be authentic. Otherwise, if the sources of the details of worship are not authentic, you have the right not to pray. Because if somebody asks you, say, well, you know, this is a matter of authenticity, and the Quran did not detail to us how to worship, so it's not important. Okay? All right, I'm praying, but I'm not sure if the source of my worship is authentic or not. I'm praying, but I'm doubtful regarding the details of my prayer. See? Or you have to believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with His great management, had set the sunnah in a way that millions of scholars will be dedicating their lives to follow every single aspect, every single part of the narrators and the narrations. When and where they were born. Who are the scholars? Who are the disciples? Everything is written in thousands of books that give the rulings of what? Of the authenticity of the sunnah. So you have to. If you tell me I'm not sure, because, okay, leave it to those who are professional. You may say, I'm not professional in verifying the original gold or not. All right, what do you have to do? You go to the jewelrist. Even if they are Hindus, we know that Hindus, they are professional. This is their career. So you go to them, they'll tell you if it's original or not, how many carats, etc., etc. And the people of Hadith, they had set for us a way to verify the authentic Hadith from the weak Hadith. So either you say Allah had approved this way, or you say there's a gap here in Islam. And if the Quran did not make it clear, that means this will be disproving what Allah said. الْيَوْمَ أَكْمَلْتُ لَكُمْ دِينَكُمْ. This day, I have completed for you your religion. وَأَتْمَمْتُ عَلَيْكُمْ نِعْمَتِي. And I have accomplished for you my favor. وَرَضِيتُ لَكُمُ الْإِسْلَامَ دِينًا. And I have accepted Islam to be a religion for you. So did Allah complete His deen or not? If you're telling me that there is no need for the sunnah, but there's a need to know the sources, the authentic sources about how to pray. Because, for example, if we pray like that. But there are other cults, they say, no, you should put your hands down. So we want to know. We have an authentic narration where the Prophet ﷺ said, the prophets are ordered to put our right hands over our left hands in the prayer. Now we know whether we put our hands like that or we put it down. See? So either the Quran is complete, so the religion is complete, or the Quran did not include these important details, not only for the prayer, but for all our kinds matters of worship, such as Hajj, fasting, zakah, etc., etc. All of those things, the Sunnah is consistent authentically with them. And there is a mechanism of verifying, signifying what is authentic from what is not. Either you accept that, or you are, in a matter of fact, throwing the doubt against the Quran, throwing the doubt against Islam, throwing the doubt about Allah's perfect wisdom. So, what is the solution now? Book and Sunnah. You have to accept it. Otherwise, you will be a disbeliever, even if you believe the Quran. Because among the characteristics of the Jewish people and the Christians is that they approve something and they ignore something else. Some parts of religion they accept, some parts of the religion they do not accept. So don't be like them. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.